Welcome to the Basic Warewash Training course, Auto-Chlor Services e-learning online classes. In this module, we're going to review writing service reports. The purpose of the Auto-Chlor Warewashing Service Report is to provide a guideline we can follow when performing routine preventative maintenance and service on our customer's dish machine, as well as Auto-Chlor dish machines. The service report also provides a tool for merchandising the services performed with our existing customers. Once we establish a solid customer base, it will provide us the foundation we need for future growth. Our opportunity for growth is based on keeping our existing customers satisfied. This is done through the high quality service that Auto-Chlor provides. HQS, or high quality service, is fulfilling every promise, every commitment, month in and month out, as well as merchandising the service report. Service reports must be completed on every stop that we make to our customers, whether it is using the services summary section on the invoice or the 50-point warewashing service report. The service schedule is the key to success in maintaining consistent service. Auto-Chlor is the only company that publishes a standardized service schedule that tells the customer when he can expect us. The service report is a natural follow-up to the service schedule. The Auto-Chlor Warewash service report must be used on every warewashing service call. The report acts as a 50-point checklist, and it provides a means to report problem areas that are found during a routine service call to the customer. It also allows you to give the customer an attaboy for things they're doing right. Upon arriving to the account, let the management at the account know that you are there to perform your routine preventative maintenance service call. Ask if they are aware of any particular areas that need your attention. Make sure that you listen to them carefully. After you have greeted the owner, manager, or key personnel, complete your service. Follow the steps of service to ensure the best possible results. You are now ready to fill out the service report. The first step is to complete the customer heading, account number, the time in, and the date. Check the appropriate box noting the nature of your call. Is this an emergency service call? Is it preventative maintenance? Or is this an installation setup? Note if the customer has a water softener. Using your hardness test kit, test the water hardness and note your findings in grains per gallon. Indicate the make and model number of the machine and what type of dispenser is being used. Let's start with our sections in the service report. Our first section we're going to cover is the results section. A visual check of all the dishes should be made as you make your way to the dish machine. With glasses, check for spotting as well as improper racking of glasses. Make certain proper racks are being used. Flatware. Check your results. Also check for proper flatware racking procedures. With dishes, pay attention to the back of the dishes. This is where food soil tends to collect. Pots and pans. Always check results on all dishes even if the customer is not purchasing a pot and pan detergent. Poor results could allow you the opportunity to sell the Auto-Chlor pot and pan detergents. Are the floors clean and soil free? If not, ask the customer about trying our floor cleaning products. If they are using our floor cleaning products, this is a perfect opportunity for employee training. Check for sanitation concerns. Don't point out too many deficiencies at one time. Be diplomatic about your approach. As you inspect results of all washed items, mark accordingly under the OK column. If results are OK, place a check mark in the column. If results are not satisfactory, place an X in this section. As you run across the different sections of your service report, there may be areas of the service report that does not pertain to the dish machine that you're actually servicing. And in those cases, just simply write an NA. Note corrective action taken to improve in the services performed recommendation section of the service report. That'll be covered later on in this module. Machine operation section. The fill valve. When checking the fill valve, make sure it provides adequate water supply. Check that the valve stops the water completely and does not leak. The pre-scrap hose. Check the hose for wear and leaks. Make sure the spring has been installed properly and that the head will not fall into the sink. If the machine has a pre-wash arm, check the arms for clogs, clean them out as needed. Wash arms, check the bearings or the clips that hold the arm in place. Inspect the O-rings for wear. Check all end caps for wear and that they fit the wash arms. The rinse arms, check the rinse arms and jets, clean them out if needed. Look at the spray patterns for best results. In the final rinse, inspect your overflow, your spray pattern, and your pressure. The rinse valve, inspect the rinse valve and line strainers. Overflow, inspect the overflow for clogs. Water level should come to the top of the overflow and act as a skimmer or to the second notch in the drain stump. Drains and grease traps. Inspect the drain after draining the machine, O-rings, or the seat. Also check the grease trap. This is a good time to introduce bioflow. Pumps. Inspect the machine and make sure pump screen is in place and clean. Remove inspection plate if needed and clean accordingly. Gauges. Wash and rinse gauges. They need to be replaced from time to time. Check for accuracy. Conveyors. Check conveyor for broken pegs or dogs. Curtains should be pliable. Brittle curtains are old and no longer serve their purpose. They need to be replaced. On racks, broken pegs and worn ladders prevent proper movement. Worn racks need to be replaced. Pre-wash temperatures on models that has pre-wash tanks. Pre-wash temperature should be between 90 and 110 degrees. Wash temperature should fall between 140 and 160 degrees. Rinse tanks should be between 160 and 170 degrees. Final rinse temperature should be between 180 and 190 degrees. If you're working with a low temp machine, ideal temperatures are at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, with a minimum temperature allowed at 120 degrees if using chemical sanitation. Final rinse pressure should be between 18 and 22 psi. If this is a different manufacturer's machine than Auto-Chlor, check the machine data plate for the final rinse pressure. Your bypass should be between a half to 1 gallon per minute of makeup water. Remember, this makeup water is coming from your final rinse jets. Detergent concentration should be determined with the titration kit, and it should be expressed in drops. Sanitation concentration, again, if you're using a low temp machine, should be between 50 and 100 parts per million. Operating procedures section. Observations should include proper racking, pre-washing, ask how often they change the water, who delimes the machine. This will help you in the area of employee training. Where do they need the most help? In racking procedures, is the operator racking the dishes properly? Pay close attention to the flatware racking procedures. Often this is an area that is not done properly. Pre-scraping. Heavy food debris should be removed from the ware surface prior to being washed. All greases and dried on food should be scoured off. The dish machine will not remove baked on foods. Is your customer pre-soaking? Flatware and all baked on food should be pre-soaked for at least 3 minutes prior to being washed. And as we all know, the longer the better. Deliming. Check for lime or other wear deposit buildups. Instruct the operators on proper deliming procedures. Curtains should be removed and cleaned on a daily basis. Heavy soiled curtains indicate that proper procedures are not being performed. Tank water changing. Wash water should be kept reasonably clean. Soil load will indicate proper water changing procedures. During busy meals, it may be necessary to change the water every hour. We do recommend to our customers that they change the water a minimum of every 2 hours. Scrap tray cleaning. Scrap trays should be removed and cleaned when the tank water is changed or at the end of each meal. Equipment cleaning. Inspect the overall appearance of the machine inside and out. Make notation if the equipment cleaning has been neglected. Don't leave the machine in a dirty condition. Clean and train as necessary. The next section involves employee training. In-service training is a great aspect of our company and provides a tremendous service to our customers. Our responsibility as a supplier is to educate our customers on all areas in and around the dish machine. The employee training section provides a method to show our customers we are involved in training their employees. Procedures are a very important part of the cleaning process, and again, most often overlooked. It is also the one area that we have very little control of. For these reasons, it's very important that we spend the necessary time to ensure ourselves the customer's procedures are being performed properly. Bussing procedures. This is a good time to begin sorting some of the wares into different categories. Also, pre-soaking flatware can start with bussing. Pre-soaking. Follow proper pre-soaking procedures on the pots and pans and flatware. Make sure they are using the proper products for pre-soaking. Pre-scraping. Use the pre-rinse hose over the scrap table. Racking the dishes. Proper procedures should be small wares in the front, increasing in size toward the back of the rack. Flatware care. We recommend that it should be run twice. First, it should be run through a flat rack, and then it should be sorted and run upright in cylinders. Are they changing the water? Water should be changed as the soil load builds in the machine. As a rule of thumb, after every meal, again, we recommend they should change the water a minimum of every 2 hours. Deliming the machine. Machines should be delimed based on the amount of buildup in the machine. Some machine requires once a week, others may require once a month. Floor cleaning. General floor cleaning procedures. Use the opportunity to conduct some in-service training. If the customer is not purchasing Auto-Chlor floor cleaning products, it is the perfect opportunity to demonstrate and add additional products. Energy conservation. Note that the Auto-Chlor machine shuts off at the end of each cycle or when the dish rack exits the machine. This reduces energy and detergent consumption. If the customer is not currently using an Auto-Chlor machine, another perfect opportunity to introduce them to energy conservation through the use of Auto-Chlor products. Drain cleaning. Review the bioflow and the advantages over pumping and manually cleaning their drains. Equipment cleaning. Make sure all the equipment is clean and serviceable. Always finish with stainless steel polish for that added shine. And the operating charts. Post all operating charts in a clean and visible place. Be sure to make sure that you point out these operating charts as reminders to the customers on how to use our products and equipment. Review with the customer other Auto-Chlor products that will fit into their operation. Merchandise the service you perform with him and how these products can improve his overall operation. Remember the three basics: helpful, useful, beneficial. Always add value to your products, your performance, and your service. Look at existing products that are being used. Are the products being used safely? Do they have labels on the bottles? Are they using the right triggers? Are SDS sheets for products properly posted? Look for the SDS sheets for other products that you're not selling in the book. If they're not there, that's a liability for the customer. Can you reduce the number of products being purchased? Can you reduce the usage of products by installing dispensing equipment? Again, another benefit that you're providing to the customer is providing dispensing equipment at no additional cost and maintaining that equipment. Mr. Customer, let me introduce you to Special. Not only is it an ideal pre-soak for removing dried on, greasy food soils, penetrates and quickly dissolves potato, rice, or other starchy soils, it is also a great multi-surface cleaner for floors, walls, painted surfaces, and tabletops. Again, demonstrating the product is your best bet. The next section is the Services Performed Recommendation section. These two areas are used to further explain any items indicated in a total report as deficient. This is the most important part of the service report as it applies to merchandising your service and solutions. It is the perfect relationship builder. This area is your chance to emphasize the value of your service to the customer. It's also an area to offer additional solutions to correct observations during your call. Always remember to reference the item number found in the left-hand column in the results, machine operation, operating procedures, and employee training sections. Then summarize using brief, concise words. When filling out this section for services performed and recommendations, three areas you need to address. What did you find? What did you do to correct it? And what is the benefit to the customer? Review with the customer the service you performed. Take time to point out all that you have done for him on this service call. Review any employee training that you performed as well as other products you recommended to improve his operation. Include the use of buzzwords or action words when completing the services performed section. In this case, we found that some of the kitchen utensils had dried on residual soil after washing. Worked with Pat and set up a bus pan and used Special pre-soaked. The dried on soils came off on the first wash cycle, saving additional time in rewashing. Again, Emphasize what you did to correct it, and what was the benefit to the customer. Buzzwords: replace, repair, removed, flushed, adjusted, reduced, trained, inspected. Again, using words. These are buzzwords that catches customers' attentions. Additional phrases that can be used: improve results, customer satisfaction, reduce labor costs, corrected or trained, train proper loading procedures, corrected or replace the problem. Again, using different phrases and words. Remember, you're not writing a novel. Short, bullet point type observations, and explain what you did. The last part of the service report is very important. Encourage your customer to write comments. Ask how we can improve our service, even what he likes about our service. After you service the account, the service report is not complete without a signature. Find the owner, the manager, or key personnel and review it with them. The signature on the service reports indicate that you have reviewed any concerns if future questions arise. Shake the customer's hand and thank them for their business. Learn more about writing service reports and how to merchandise your service by talking to your managers, regional manager, or vice president, or contact a training center for more information.